Hello everybody. I'm going to try and record a slightly condensed explanation of what this account is, just in case I end up making a series on it, and I end up streaming it a lot. We'll see. Not sure yet. But this is Bronze Shmak. For those of you who do not know, Bronze Man means you're an Iron Man, but once you acquire something for the first time, let's say a rune scimitar, that unlocks that item for me to freely purchase or sell and trade from now on, once I get it for the first time. So you can imagine it's like an Iron Man, but you don't have to keep collecting your own herbs, because once I get a herb for the first time, I can now purchase it on the Grand Exchange, trade it with other players, stuff like that. Now, the main reason that I am really excited to play this Bronze Man, it already has a few stats unlocked, and I'll explain why the stats are the way they are. So, trying to be concise at the beginning, this is a Bronze Man, but it has some very weird twists. So much so that it's almost not a Bronze Man anymore, and I'm considering just calling it ShmakMan mode. But here we go. This Bronze Man has a few disadvantages, and one big advantage. Disadvantage 1. It must remain as a 13 defense pure. For those of you who don't know, 13 defense is a cool account type because 13 defense allows you to use fairy rings. It allows you to use a Slayer helm, Black Defender, and I think maybe Addy gloves. That doesn't make sense, but I think that might be the case. Now, personally, 13 defense for me is going to be awesome, because my favorite armor since I was a kid has always been, to this day, black armor, trimmed grey. I have always wanted an excuse. When I was a kid, I had a 10 defense pure, but I could never get the trimmed armor. I will have to get the black trimmed armor myself, which is a big deal. Anyone who's been watching me for the last 3 years on Twitch, I don't do clues. I've done anyway, I don't do clues. I've maxed a UIM, never done a clue. Maybe a couple here along the way, yeah? This is gonna be my biggest unlock, my biggest reason to finally start hunting an item that is only obtainable through clues, and I am really psyched. So I think I will begin by just camping regular black armor with the goal of getting full black trimmed. So I'm really, really hyped about that. So yeah, 13 defense. Another reason why the 13 defense will come in handy is it's going to keep my combat level low, which leads me into my next challenge. Not only must this account get everything itself for the first time, like a Bronze Man mode, not only must it remain 13 defense pure, it also will be doing as much content as possible locked to the wilderness. Bronze Men, unlike Iron Men, can kill other players and take their shit. So I don't think I'll be PKing very much, but I can learn to anti-PK, which will be a huge incentive and make being in the wilderness way more fun, in my opinion. The wilderness is very nostalgic for me. I used to go there all the time as a kid, back when everyone sucked, and you just hit each other with your Addy scimitars, and then when you got low and you ran out of swordfish, you tallied out. I would spend the majority of my time hanging out at the Dark Knight's Fortress over here with my friends. Dark Warriors Fortress. Would make pizzas over at the Bandit Camp. We always hung out in the wilderness. This is back when I played in 2002. Now, obviously, I've been playing a UIM for the past 4 years. I haven't touched this. I've done the Wilderness Diary. That's it. Mage Arena 2. Going forward, I'm mainly going to be playing on the side group hardcores, solo hardcores. I'm going to be remaking a UIM. This is the account. where I am really going to try and embrace the wilderness as my main content. I'm going to be trying to do all of my Slayer in the wilderness. Agility, maybe try and unlock that resource area. That's what I'm mainly pumped for. So I'll be a 13 defense pure, mainly locked to the wildy. I'll still do every quest that I can. I'll probably do Monkey Madness. You know, if I want to go get a black mask, obviously I'll do that. But generally speaking, I'm going to be in the wilderness as much as I can. Very, very psyched. So 2 things that I haven't done. Clues and wilderness content already are a huge part of this account. Now here's the really big twist, and I might lose some of you here, but that's okay. This might not be for everyone. As I said, this is ShmakMan mode. It's called Bronze Shmak. I might change that because here's where it gets crazy. I said the black armor was my favorite of all time. My favorite weapon of all time in this game that I have never used. Never used this weapon, ever. Never had the chance to, never needed to. Ladies and gentlemen, that weapon that kind of looks like it's from Lord of the Rings. The Chain Mace. I am going, once I get the stats, and once I am able to use it, I am going to let this account begin the wilderness adventures with the Chain Mace. I always said, it must be so cool if you're an Iron Man to get to do a grind beginning with the item that makes that grind the most fun. So for example, if you are an Iron Man starting Tob and you spoon a scythe, now you get to do the game's most fun content with the weapon that makes that content so much more fun. For me, it was the opposite. I've done a shit ton of TOA, done a shit ton of Tob on my Iron Man, can't get a staff, can't get a scythe. So I've never experienced that. But this, in my opinion, will make this account so much more fun. And all of these difficulties, like the low defense, having to obtain these items myself, you know, having to be in the wilderness, I think just giving myself this really fun, cool weapon to begin with will just... I'm just so excited. I think it'll be so freaking cool. This may extend to other items if, like, freaking a year or 2 down the track, I've maxed out my Slayer and I got all these cool weapons and I want to do Tob. Hey, maybe I give myself a scythe and we start the Tob grind. I don't know. I'm not going to think too far ahead. But that is the one exception to this Bronze Man mode that I am willing to make this account really fun and to make everything in the wilderness more enjoyable for me. So yeah. 13 defense, Bronze Man, wilderness, not wilderness locked, I won't go that far, but wilderness focused, and I'm going to begin with the Chain Mace. Now, I don't have it yet, I don't even have the stats for it yet, but I'll be trading it over from one of my accounts. I believe it requires 70 attack. And yeah, that's basically it. I really, my best way to describe this account is it's everything I've been missing. As I said, I've played hardcore Iron Man and Ultimate Iron Man, a little bit of group Iron Man. Haven't really played a lot of mains. I'm about to have a main, hopefully, but that's going to be focusing on Grandmaster. Already has 99 Slayer, doesn't really have a whole lot of use for the wilderness. This right here, if I do it correctly, this is going to be my introduction, which sounds insane because I've been playing this game since 2001, and I've maxed a UIM, and I've got an Infernal Cape, and all this kind of stuff. This is going to be my intro to PKing, wilderness in general, being a pure, and clues. And using my favorite armor and my favorite weapon. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to play this account. Really, really excited. I don't know what to call it. Again, I don't think bronze... I definitely can't call it a bronze van since I'm giving myself an amazing item to begin with. I might just call it ShmakMan. I might rename the account. I haven't played this account in a while. Yeah. Don't know what this is called. Don't really care. But I hope that makes sense. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how much of this I can stream. Obviously, it's a bit crazy to try and stream mostly wilderness content. But, hey. Willing to give it a try at the very least. Hell yeah. I'm going to have a lot of other projects going at the same time. Obviously, I'm going to be going for Grandmaster for the first time of my life on the account that used to be my UIM. It'll now be a main. And then I also have some group hardcore projects going on. But in the background, I'll be returning to this account as much as I can, working on it as much as I can, and just having fun. So that's the explanation, guys. ShmakMan, Episode 1. We're gonna probably try and AFK to get that 70 attack for the Chain Mace, and then we're just gonna jump right in. Gotta be very careful not to do the incorrect quests and ruin my 13 defense. Never played a pure before, so hopefully I don't screw that up. Yeah, thanks guys. Enjoy. Thank you.